So by training, I'm a geographer. I'm interested in urban development. In this case, we're thinking about housing. But what drew me into what I was teaching as a geographer, a lot of us have long and winding roads. But I think that what's interesting about studying space and studying how spaces happen is that there's lots of different ways to look at it, and it really welcomes a very interdisciplinary way of looking at problems, so that you're thinking both about kind of social issues, how people think about things, doing interviews, having conversations with folks, but also getting quantitative data, crunching some numbers, looking at some maps, to be able to look at a problem from multiple perspectives and be able to understand why is it that neighborhoods are in the state that they're in, right? Why is it that housing conditions in one neighborhood are different from housing conditions in another neighborhood, and how can we help communities use some of these tools to get a better handle on that, to be able to describe it, to be able to make the case for investments of various kinds in their communities. Well, I think one of the biggest things I'm passionate about is just helping use the tools that we have at our disposal as academics to help solve real problems, right? So when I was younger, I was kind of a computer game nerd, and I tell my kids now that I feel like that in a lot of ways my job taps into some of that same energy of, you've got this challenge of like, there's these issues that communities are dealing with, how can you help figure those out with folks in the community, right? So that you're able to go and tackle things, and unlike say in a computer game where it's all just a simulation and not really, the stakes aren't all that high. When you're working with real world communities, when you're studying real problems, the effects are potentially really important and have lots of important implications for stakeholders in the community, for residents, for folks who are in need of having better living conditions in their neighborhoods every day.